I'm here in Faro, Portugal with the new BMW 7 Series. When I say new, this is the facelifted 7 Series that will come to India later this year. It's had a midlife facelift, but quite a substantial one. The new 7 Series, like the new BMW X7, has a much larger grille and the bonnet and fenders have been raised to accommodate it. The BMW badge on the bonnet has grown from 82 to 95 mm2. Both the standard and long wheelbase version are 23 mm longer, which means even more legroom on the inside. The street presence is far more compelling, and apparently the Chinese response has been most positive, and it should get a favorable reaction in India too. Changes are not only limited to the front, there are substantial changes at the back. The biggest being that the rear tail lights now are slimmer, but lot more sculpted, which gives them this kind of 3D effect because there's now a lot of depth in them thanks to the sculpting. Another significant change is that you now have this light strip that connects them. This is also connected with the LED DRLs. So in the evenings or while driving in the daytimes, you will find now this very slim strip of light acting as a connector between the two nicely shaped, sleek taillights. So substantial differences there. The air diffuser corners have been changed. The shape of that has been changed. Overall, it's a lot more substantive looking, this new 7 Series, and should make a good impression when it gets to India later this year. The driver's seat is a great place to be in this new BMW 7 Series, but the best seat in the house is in the back seat. This long wheelbase 7 Series is really designed to look after its rear seat passengers. Lots of space, as you can see, fully adjustable seats. You can raise the height electrically, drop it, take it forward, back. The back reclines properly. I mean, every kind of adjustment you want, including massage. Lots of positions that you can get to make sure you have a comfortable journey. Very, very nice. What's also great is the entire environment and atmosphere in here. Rich leather, good metals, lovely wood, everything very, very well finished. The passenger compartment is loaded with additional high-tech features, and the quality of materials and workmanship has been elevated to the next level. Some of the leather bits have double quilt-like stitching and look stylishly elegant. The laminated glass in the windscreen and side windows is 5.1 mm thicker to enhance acoustic comfort in the cabin, especially on long journeys. It is also something that will be appreciated on our noisy roads. But as it's more silent, the bit of whine from the large and sticky tires is more audible too. All the engines, and the BMW 7 Series comes with a choice of many, have been tweaked to boost the power output. But the state of tune is actually just of numerical interest because all of them provide more than enough performance, much of which will hardly ever even be used in India. All variants are mated to an 8-speed automatic that is smart in changing gears. Interestingly, the gearbox maintains close communication with the GPS system and selects the appropriate gear depending on what kind of road is coming up ahead. So if you are in a long sweeping corner, the gearbox will know this from the GPS system and avoid shifting to a higher gear midway through the turn. And from what I experienced driving the new BMW 7 Series in Portugal, all these advanced systems are actually fairly good at reading the road and also your mind. When you're behind the wheel, the last thing you realize is the size of this 7 Series. It's a long, big vehicle. Of course, this is the extended wheelbase which I have been driving, and it is the extended wheelbase that will also come to India. But the great thing about driving it is that on the move, it actually seems to shrink around you. It feels much smaller than it is. The steering responds very positively. It handles very well. There's hardly any body roll. Good soft ride, well-controlled body movements. You can actually drive this big, luxurious car in a spirited manner because it has sporty driving dynamics that BMW is known for. Even the ground clearance, which often is an issue in our driving conditions with such cars, should not be a problem as the air suspension allows the height to be raised by 20 mm at the touch of a button. The new BMW 7 Series has far more eye-catching street presence, drives better than you can imagine, and the passenger compartment is amongst the finest in the business. Frankly, there is little not to like in it, other than the fact that you have to be really rich to afford to buy and to use it. If what it will cost still matters to you, it should come at a price just slightly higher than the present 7 Series.